Hello all, welcome back to the channel. This is me farmer EnvoyXtreme, and here we are for episode 19 of my Let's Play series around Attingham Park on Farm Simulator 19. If you're just looking for, then please stay tuned. Alright folks, here we are. So what we are doing this morning is pretty much continuing where we left off last time. Getting the Oats from field 37 done, and then we'll do the barley contract as well. Obviously the barley we can't do, well we could do straw, but obviously we can't pick it up. So with that we'll just do any short swaffling, or whatever, but yeah. So yeah, I've got the class acting 870 for this, the Trans 90. Trans did say it needs 300 horsepower, and the Clorox got 295, 297. So yeah, 300 horsepower requirement, and the Axion 870's got 295, so 5 horsepower short. I think they'll still cope with it. I think it's more just like pulling it, but yeah, I think this will have no issues pulling it whatsoever. So yeah, we'll switch you off for now. We'll hop into... Nope. There we go. There we go. So yeah, we've got 50% of our combine full, and that equates to the headlands, and we're doing the second pass here, so I'm thinking we'll get a few more, yeah, several more passes in. I think we'll get about 3 loads. About, I think we'll fill up that Trans 90, fill up like 9,000 litres or 2,500 bushels, or just over 2,500 bushels. But yeah, actually I do love this combine, as I sort of alluded to in this episode. Big headers, pretty much big everything. I love big equipment, but I do love small equipment as well. That's why you sort of have to keep an eye on, make sure you're not going too far in, so you're losing bits on the edge. I thought just the sound this thing makes, just it chugging the wrong way, just devouring these oats like they're nothing. Spitting out the straw at the back, and just, yeah, I keep the important grain at topping the hopper. But man, like, sort of generally with farming now, just like how advanced things have become compared to what back in the 1900s, where it was like all horse and carriages, and now the automobile engine only just really being invented and not really efficient for farming. But yeah, it's just like how in modern day tech it's just got so where you can literally just go over some grain, like say in this case oats, you're able to chop it up, gets soothed into the main part of the combine, and it gets processed, gets shaken, so the loose straw gets shoved at the back, and then the grain is carried on up to the top. Just like that sort of kind of innovativeness is pretty impressive. Yeah, I'll square this bit off here, so we'll stop here, back up. We won't do this every time, we'll shoot it when it gets like an awkward angle. But yeah, this straw, as I said before, we can use it for bedding for the cows. Cows are doing not too bad at the moment. Nearly 500,000 litres of slurry. And yes, we will be dealing with that this episode. Yeah, we'll... To be honest, that's why we can actually sell the milk, couldn't we? Yeah. Ooh, that's near 120,000 litres. So yeah, I think later on we'll leave the one at Brompton Farmhouse for now, let the milk and manure not accumulate. But yeah, with our Lone Oak Farm Husbandry, cow barn, whatever you want to call it, we'll get the manure, sell it at the slurry yards. And for those who don't know, that is the slurry yard by Missy B, an awesome mod. And to be honest, I've used it many times before, but I didn't really think about it until Well, when did I think about it? Actually watching one of Mr. CP's latest episodes, I think it is the latest episode of his Let's Play series on Aston Park, and just, yeah, I completely forgot about how much money you can make. As well as not so just about the money, also we've got the little slurry export mods, but one, it doesn't really net us much. It's somewhere to sell it, but I thought make a bit of cash, because I think, as I sort of said before, we'll get another header for this. We'll get perhaps a more of a mod kind of header, like the tool height control mod, especially when it comes to 15 and 16. But yeah, it's not like I don't mind just regular realistic speed. I just love doing this. I can sit here all day long, hours on end, just harvesting at 6 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour. That'll do me fine. Obviously, for the sakes of progress in that. It's not like I can have an army of these like 10 of these X9 combines, so that'd be very expensive. Of course, like just what this costs us, and this wasn't the full spec. I wouldn't have a black hopper, because I do love the black hoppers on this, and yeah, that was like a 20 grand alone, and all in all this costs us 800 grand. This is the US version, hence why it's got the green hopper at the top. But yeah, I think actually once we get to the end of here, we can actually just empty this into the auto wagon. Whilst it's over there, whilst we're going past, that's what I think it's a bit of a squiggly bit over there, isn't there? Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, we'll get the straw picked up later on today, get stored into the silo, and then yeah, use it for bedding. I think pigs and that are okay with bedding at the moment since we sold. Yeah. It's still full up because obviously we overfilled it. For 100 pigs we overfilled it, so obviously we lost crop in that. Am I worried about that? No, because that's still 10 days worth off, so I think we've got oats here. Actually, do the pigs need oats, or I'm thinking something else? No, I must be thinking of horse. Yeah, I'm thinking of horses, ain't I? Of needing oats. But yeah, nevertheless, so we'll go and just sort of stop here. Let the straw come out. There we go. Get these couple of squiggly whack bits filled up and collected. Turn the header off. I suppose it's all backwards. I will reverse in, but point the nozzle in. I should sort of do it same basically as that. And that's emptying, and then eventually you'll see that going down. I do like the whole first-person POV cab option, especially when it's a mod that's got lots of details in. Just look at the control panels. So yeah, that's empty and fine. Actually, we really should be filling up from the front. That's feeling a manoeuvring. What's that? We'll talk about this. Yeah, the Trans 19. I suppose I was half tempted to go with. Oh, which one is it? The Green Giant, 209,000 litres. More than double what this will hold, but I suppose I think we could just about get out the shop, but it'd be a constant type fit getting to and from the shop. So yeah, let's have a little hop up here. Yeah, it's filling up nice. Obviously it's got... Oh, that's already emptied. Wow, that actually unloaded quite quickly. But yeah folks, so yeah, what we're going to do now is I'll continue on getting this done off camera and that, so to speak, and then I'll bring it back once we're done. And I think we could just go and grab the mini machine and... yeah, grab the mini machine, get this picked up, then we'll deal with slurry and that. And if time allows, perhaps start doing something in the office, because I did initially slow growth down for about a couple of hours. Oh Christ, nope. I was only on there for like 5. How long are we going for? Yeah, about 5-10 minutes that's been going on for that fast, so I hope it hasn't really affected it too much. Actually, how are they looking at the moment? Yeah, so still most of it in the last growth stage, the other one's second to last growth stage. So hopefully by the end of the day they're done. If not, we'll do it tomorrow. That's no biggie. Obviously we've still got to prep this field, so if it's not ready today and has to be done tomorrow, then that gives us time to get this done. And yeah, get it done. Get it is. That's just need ploughing. Not sure if it needs ploughing. Double check. No, it needs lime and fertilizer and all that. No, it doesn't need hot ploughing. We could plough it so that we know it doesn't need ploughing, but I think, yeah, we won't plough for now. So yeah, we'll get cracking on here, folks. And I'll see you folks just in a short moment. And just like that, folks, we are done almost. It's coming up to noon. We've got, think about just over 60,000 litres of oats. Yeah, I did estimate about filling up the trans. The trans is filled up, but with straws, you got the X70 over there. We got the milling machine. We've done about, was it on? That's on our second pass or third pass. I think that's on our second pass, so that's a lot of straw we're going to get from here. Also over there we've got the truck that's filled up with the oat, because we're going to sell the oats immediately. Best place to sell oats apart from the farm shop. Actually, wait a minute, what's on demand? Oh, milk is on demand. We'll keep an eye on that. Oats, best place to sell you at the moment. Oh, 972, 921, 909, 792. The combine's done. Should we stop in that? Yeah, we'll go to the British grain. It was over a grand when we started this, and obviously it's gone down that over time. Not overly fast, so you've got about 55,000 litres in the trailer at the moment, or in the truck, lorry. And yeah, another 7,600 litres. I'll go over here because I think there's a bit over here we missed. A couple of bits here. I'll go and pick these up because I want to get the drill in and just immediately draw this field. I'm not going to bother cultivating it. Or should we cultivate it? Actually, a quick check here a sec. Depends on what we want to do here. Yeah, that does onions. So I guess that does carrots. Let's hop over here a sec. Now. Wait. Nope. How do I change crop type again? Oh, that's it, L1 triangle. So yeah, that will do carrots and onions. So yeah, we need to cultivate it. Unless we do go ahead and get the planter. Because if you get a planter that doesn't need direct drilling. Which one is it? I swear there was one that didn't need drilling. Unless I'm massively mistaken. Oh, it's that one. That's what I was getting confused with. Could get the early riser planter. Good little option for us. Yeah, 12.2 meters working with, 250 horsepower. No drilling required. But you also want to get that as well, and it's all getting pretty expensive. Like our one, that's only worth 142 grand new. Well, that's got 5,800 litres capacity. I know that does fertilizer, so. Actually, how much would this cost us? Rear attacher, yeah, leave that. Does that change capacity? No. Go for trucks, of course. Bulk fuel scale, yeah. No, do we want liquefied, sir? No, do you want? On-road crop hopper. So then, yeah, it's just the bug fill. So yeah, really don't want to do liquid fertilizer. I think, yeah, if we keep it like that, now it was 2 hours, it's gone up to 284. Well, let's see how much we get first of all from the oats and everything else. So, is there anything I've ever actually missed? Let's have a look. They've got everything now, so yeah. So actually what we could do is fold you up, lower you down, detach you. And we'll just get you hooked up, get you ready to take you back to the farm. So yeah, let's get you hooked up, there we go. So yeah, we'll place you, we'll place you over here for now, somewhere out of the way. That's our land, we've got, this is our pack, this leads access to field 40 as well, so just get rid of these. So yeah, onto the lorry or truck, very quick. No, technically it's not a truck, but I still calls it a lorry. But yeah, so over here. So yeah, we'll get about 60 odd so grand, yeah, that'll do us for now. Helps to boost the funds for the new planters and that. That's why one thing I should really do consider as well is getting a cultivator in as well, because obviously our large one ain't gonna fit through these gates, I don't think. So I'm thinking if we get something that folds up, something managed down the road, that's got a decent working width, so that's 9.4 meters. That's 12 meters. That doesn't really that folds up, but that's still going to hang wide across the road though. Now, yeah, it'd be a bit tight to get through the gate, so I'm thinking, yeah, if we go to the Horse 12XL, I'll customize the colours if you want to. Might join your theme now, we'll leave it stock. Okay, that's the field crew one, doing that. Or we could get that. Oh, that's 500 horsepower though. How big is that? That maybe 80 meters. The horsepower I'm not too worried about. It's just getting it down here. I think to be honest, we could go for that. Yeah, couldn't we? So yeah, 63,000 litres. So that's gonna net us about 62 grand. Yeah, just under 1,000 quid per 1,000 litres. So yeah. Let's head to the shop and then let's go ahead and start this shop, folks. So here we are, just approaching the store. Do we have to reverse in here? I think the last time we had to, didn't we? So a bit squeeze in here. And just eventually maneuver itself back into place. So yeah, that's a hard jump, left. There we go. Bit of fizzly nicking around. Perhaps country stores would be a better maneuver in, but close the heats around about to advantage. So yeah, we'll quick get this done. Take us back to the oats and what the oat fields, or what was. Get the straw emptied, and then we'll continue on and get all that picked up. Then we can go on to 60, or 160. So yeah, as I was saying, we'll move on then to the silage and slurry and manure. Although I want to get the straw picked up first, because also we need the milling machine. We'll clean the milling machine up, of course. Then use it for manure, then we'll also clean it afterwards because it's manure. And we'll be using it again to pick up, I don't know, straw, grass. And then again as well, there's something we think about because we can get ourselves a forage wagon, pick it up, and we just do little trips to Hugh. Yeah, we'll get a forage wagon. But that's if we've got the spaces. Obviously, we are limited with spaces, of course. There's an Andy over there ready to block the road to come out with the combine. So yeah, it's a bit hard to judge now, but let's see where we go, shall we? So we'll just pull up over here. Just get into our position. Does help the doors. Sorry, up again. Does help the doors on the class, makes it a bit harder to get really close up. So yeah, that's emptying at a decent amount of rate. So yeah. How much straw do you think we can get from here? So we've done... Suppose I think we'll get at least a full trailer. Then what we could do afterwards is just take it all to the cows at Brompton Farmhouse. Well, you know, well we could, but obviously we won't be able to fill it up. Oh, what about our other cows? How are they looking at with straw? They can do with another 200 or so thousand litres, so yeah. Let's go and get this done. So yeah, whack up to 28 miles an hour. That is the... Well, 27 was the optimal speed, but I think we can push for 28. So now for the bends, of course. Or some strands of oats here and there. Always get these picked up afterwards. Combine's still here. Let's go off. So yeah, obviously, yeah, in terms of everything, obviously it depends about space now. We still have the iTrax, the 40 meter liquid fertilizer spreader. We could keep that. Then in essence we'll have 3 fertilizer spreaders, 2 liquid and 1 dry, but I think 2 is a good enough job. And yes, they're small working whips, 32 meters compared to 40. And a bit lower capacity, but they're self-propelled, so it frees up a tractor. That means then potentially we could make space around the farm. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting again another tractor as well. I could probably sell the 2 smaller ones, which is the Fence 720. Yeah, 720. Really want to keep those. We're keeping the 640, of course. Perhaps we could say goodbye to John Deere. Yeah. Well, I'll have a little think about it, because I've been thinking about getting another something that pushes 300 horsepower, so perhaps a medium tractor could do it. No, that says 320, but I cannot for the life of me figure out. Yeah, 285, but that's not 320. See that? Nope. It's not that. Can't be fenders. Nope. Small bracket. Big bracket? No. But yeah, if anyone actually figures out which one does it, because I do want this, I do love a good old case. It's not the weight. 3-point linkage. Bear with me a sec, folks. Sorry about that, I had a bit of a sneeze there. So yeah, I think, to be honest, with me and tractors, it's probably a bit of a bust, and it's figuring out which one to get though. Go with the Xerion series. Well, we could upgrade the Axion to a 900 Axion. That does 320 standard. It was up to 445. Go with that, could go with the GNU. GNU. No idea. 700 horsepower. Or 800. With the wheel setup. Oh, look at those chunky boys. Oh, we could go with tracks. I do want single tracks. I think we could do with single tracks like those. That means they're better maneuverability, but yeah. Yeah, we'll figure out. We've got a couple of options considering that. I suppose we could upgrade this one here, the 870. It's been a good workhorse for us. It's done 26 hours. But I think, yeah, we started off with this. I do want to keep it, so thinking, see if we get rid of the John Deere and the Fendt. Because obviously we don't really need a tractor to hold the headers. You know, the undraper headers or whatever, or the, what was it, header tray if we get one for the other headers, but yeah, it's a bit hard to think, so yeah, we'll take a few considerations. So yeah, I'm going to quickly get this done, it won't take long folks, and I'll bring it back once that is filled up, and I'm going to head to the sheeps, not sheep, cows are on the main farm. So here we are folks, we've collected all the straw, and in total we collected, what was it, 406,000 litres, that's equivalent to 101.5 bales. It's a lot quicker than doing the whole bathing and all that. So if we could get out of here. A bit tight. This way we should run, folks. I know we're not going to do that. One moment, sec folks. Just about squeezed the whole way through. So yeah, as I say, 406,000 litres, and we put, what was it, about 19,000 litres into the cow barn by Brompton Farmhouse. If you got it for a sec. So yeah, we got 300,000 litres here, along with 9,000 litres in the trans. And yeah, we'll get this empty, we'll get the trans emptied. Yeah, get us into the trans, then get it stored. Money's gone down a little bit because we spent a little bit of money getting a temporary site put in place at the Brompton Farmhouse farm. Okay, just empty it over here. Let's get out of here. So yeah, we bought a temporary site similar to one we got over there. Can't see it, but yeah, the Sire multi-fruit one. I'll show you folks. Tool. There we go. Yeah, we've got a second one of these. So of course it's brand new, so the money hasn't gone down in value compared to that one. We've had that one for 21 days. That for 5 days. Actually, what's the oldest equipment we've got? 23 days. 23 days. Yeah, 23 days we've been playing. Oh, yeah, sorry, got a bit of sidetrack there. But yeah, also we've got the combine going. that's why we bought it. So whilst we was doing the straw, we had to empty that. So yeah, we just put the silo in place. We took the combine over, and then we emptied it into the silo. We have got some new silos coming in. I'm going to get rid of that one as well over there. We'll store this in there for now until all the silos are ready. Actually, one thing I've never actually checked, I don't know why. Could we store straw at the main farm silo? The answer is, I think it's a big fat no. Yeah, of course, because it's a normal size, it's not a. So you can't store seeds now, can't store. Yeah, it's just a normal silo. So yeah, I was sort of thinking of what we could do potentially was get some underground silos. They're pretty expensive though. I think it was quoted 200 grand per silo, so I think we'll get one. And all the special crops and that, well, not special crops, because I'm assuming the carrots and onions will go to the silo on this map. I'm sure GB would do that, but yeah, like stuff like hay and that straw will go into the underground silo over at Brompton Farmhouse. So yeah, I think we'll get this over and get that emptied. And then I think it's time to deal with the slurry situation. Because I was quite thirsty money because, yeah, not the most pleasing of things to do. And I'm going to make a lot of money for it, so yeah, dirty money I think is going to be the theme for this episode, so yeah. Get this emptied. Smash into the John Deere whilst we're at it. Yeah, also we've got TMR in here. Actually, how much TMR do those cows need down there? Because since we're going down there, I'll say about 130,000 litres. 130, 140. Let's go with 130 for now. Okay, if I get to go. So in here we've got obviously a little bit of lime, straw, silage, and 400,000 litres of TMR. So we get that filled up quickly. I don't do love by so it fills up so quickly. 80, 90, 110, 20. I'm very wanting to do stuff. So yeah, I'll quickly take this down, folks, and I'll bring you back on once we picked up the tanker, which is, oh yeah, it's at Brompton Farmhouse as well, isn't it? So actually it works out quite well, saving on multiple trips. So yeah, I'll quickly get this down, feed the cows, place this new combine along with the trans 90 and that, and then we'll get cracking on with the dirty money situation, folks. So alright folks, so we're going to quickly sell the milk whilst we're here. I guess we've been pretty busy. What have we done? We've harvested field 38, done the contract. We got about 30 grand from the crops, and I think the contract was like 60 grand or something. We accepted the contract for field 45, so I thought get the worker cracking on that whilst we're doing everything else. Also, we've actually gone ahead and ploughed the entirety of field 35, so that's no longer a grass field. Half tempted to do that with field 34. I'm not sure quite yet. So yeah, that's 260 grand there. So nice. For the milk. And for the manure and slurry, there is a bit of a slight issue with the manure, so let's bring this back to the farm and I'll show you folks what I'm on about here. Sorry folks for a slight quick detour, we're just going to get this sold. We've done the contract, so they want us to set the farm shop and whatever we have left over, we'll just set it here as well. So I'll just go over here. Boom. Let you sell. Combine ready. So we're going to do fields 45, so no, don't have 46, sorry. So no, don't have access to that land, so contract's done. See how much money we can make. No, we're gonna get a lot. 19 grand, 20 grand. I'm happy with that. Thank you all. So field 46, harvesting oats. Let's get the worker cracking on. So let's go over here. So I think we'll go to the pigs first of all, pick up the slurry, sell that, and then we'll go ahead and do the cows. But yeah, first with divergence. Obviously we've been struggling with the norms for some reason. According to the cow pens, this should be has 400,000 litres of manure, which just makes some sense. Except how long they've been there, but for some reason we've got half of it. We've got 230,000 litres into the trader. I think like 18,000, 19,000 from what we had in the pigs and the other cow pen that went to farmhouse. So yes, it is a bit amusing. Also, we are ready to harvest. Most fields are ready to harvest, obviously a bit screwed at different times. So also we're going to lease the meat harvester. May potentially lease it too. Actually, we've got the money, so if it all it comes in negative loss. So all in all, if pretty much think it won't be the case, but at least in the beet harvester. So go to here. So it's going to cost us nearly 8 grand. Well, 8 grand per operating hour and 4 grand per operating day. So I will lease him today. Let's see, we've got what, an hour and a half off working night or so. And I think we can get a fair bit done with 2, so we'll get someone to do that for us. When I said pigs, we'll do the cows. I see 511,000 litres, sorry. That alone is going to be 4 trips in itself, and yeah. See, we got 236,000 litres of manure. Yes, there's a little bit of manure here that's accumulated in the last half an hour or so. There's no manure in here at all, so I've gone with the milling machine. If you have a look here, apparently we've got 232,000 litres. And remember seeing that big pile that we had here that was like stacked, I'd say, out of here? That was about 200,000 litres worth of manure, so I'm very I'm bemused off. Bemused, is that a word? Yeah, bemused. Yeah, just sort of, like, where's all the manure gone to? It's not like the cow pens that brought to the farmhouse where the manure falls right next to the, like, the spillage from the silage where you got to put back in. That, because we lost a bit of manure from that. So yeah, it's just, yeah, very odd it is. But yeah, anyway, so whilst that's filling up, we'll go and sell the manure. The reason why we left it so long is because actually the price of soy actually dropped. It's going back up, 673. Yesterday that was about 800 per 1,000 litres, so still room to gain, but I'm not going to wait until tomorrow. We'll go and get it done, we'll get the filthy money, sold off your and digestate, so yeah, I think it'd be a good time for a little time up, so yeah, we'll go and get this done, and I'll see you folks in just a short moment, if we don't fall off here. sold everything, and wow, we got a lot of money from all that dirty little stuff. Is what, about 800, yeah, 810 grand. It was 174 grand for the manure that we had, 180 grand for the digestate, and the rest on the slurry. I think as well, combine that with the milk, that is well over a million, 1.1 million I think. Can't remember how much money I had on the start of this episode, but yeah. I'll put over a sec. Beacons are on. Which one do we want? Oh, this one. So yeah, cost isn't that? 6 grand from property income. Yeah, 216 grand from the milk we sold. 923 grand for all the harvest income, including the contracts. 22 grand from the contracts themselves, and we're going to make a little bit more money from the Oats now, because surprisingly it was sell the Oats at the farm shop as well. And the farm shop is really popular. Let's go a bit. So down here. That's the thing with those, it's just wide enough for the lane. It's barely wide enough for a lane. Sure, I have to go on the curb a bit. Oh, that's close. So yeah, I think once this is all said and done, we'll hit 1.2 mil. That gives us a few options what we could do next. Obviously we want the underground silo. That's going to cost us 200 grand. Another normal header and corn header. That's going to be what, 180 grand. I think we want at least 2, maybe 3 traders. Actually, the 3 traders we want. 2 for the corn and 1 for the non-draper normal header I'm going to buy as well. So yeah, pretty expensive day tomorrow's going to be. But as well, we're going to make a lot of money from these carrots and corn. So yeah, we'll pull over here. Light comes out there. Just double check which side it came out. So yeah, we'll pull over here. Yeah, it's looking good. And the contract's about to be completed right about now. Nope, not yet. Ow! Nope, a bit more. So it's 1.5. Don't think a lot, yeah, 18,000 litres, so a chunk of change. And we're gonna hit 1.2 mil. That's 27.8 for that. Plus the contract done. And that is a very good day for us. Just hop into the combine in a sec. Yeah, 4.2 hours we've done on this. I did have to service it because at one point speed dropped to like 4.5 miles an hour. So we had to quickly service it, which wasn't too bad. But yeah, 4 hours of work on this little thing. It's done the first good day on the job. A hectic day, but yeah. So yeah, that is going to be it for us today, folks. Next episode we'll be doing corn silage / chaff harvest, as well as the carrot harvest. And yeah, I'm sort of semi-dreading now. I think, yeah, definitely at least 2 we need to borrow, maybe 3. But yeah, anyways, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, smash that button, feel free to comment down below. And if you want to share some, please be my guest. Not subscribed to the channel, please do, as we're pushing for 2,000 subs, and I can help you support folks. But first you to do, hope I see you all. But for now, this has been Farmer EnvoyXtreme, and I'll see you all very soon.